Hello everyone, welcome back to the Agricola stream for another week. We're in the first seat against Bog, Random Guy, and Sivir. I'll pull up their ratings in a sec, but with a minute and a half left, I want to focus a little longer on the picks here. We have two adequate plows in the miners, we have throwing axe, value assets, pole barns, chicken coop, telegram can... Oh no, that's not the super interesting one. The ox we have excavator, pet lover, wolf, pioneer, clay pit owner. All of which I think are kind of reasonable to take here, to be quite honest. I'll keep in mind Clutterer just in case. It usually doesn't turn out great, but I think the pick here is Pet Lover Throwing Axe. Wolf is definitely interesting with Excavator, because you can just bomb the wood and the clay at the same time, but anyway, Apiary, hello, beer table. What else do we have here? We have things here, is what we have. I don't know if I have the mental capacity for this pick. Fur Cutter or Overachiever is the Ock. I mean, this seems a little too good. I mean, I love Apiary. And Beer Table seems a little hard to play with Pet Lover. I'm just gonna go full-on build a big wood house and dare people to beat me. Possible Grain Seeds combo piece, though I don't think there was anything besides Cattle Feeder. Mini Pasture looks good. Wildlife Reserve also fine. Potato Ridger, I don't have veggies in enough supply for that right now. Changeover kinda interesting. I don't know about interesting enough. I didn't see Tree Guard. Baker a little sus here. Having a 4-wood Ock is probably good enough. Drudgery Reeve is like, people are gonna fall over themselves sometimes to make it work when it's not worth it. Tricking people is fun. Tea Time. If we get Tea Time at all this game, I'll be glad I didn't take Apiary. I mean, I think I can already be glad I didn't take Apiary because these three look pretty darn good together. I mean, I don't actually know how good Fur Cutter is with Pet Lover. Maybe that's a wrong pick. Did I see Hand Truck? No. Or Potter Ceramics? No. I should be tracking the Clay Pit owner stuff, and I wasn't. But here are 3. Definitely a lot of food in this game. I think I just have to pick Plowmaker. Old Miser would definitely work if I was sure I was getting into a big... I mean, I'd better get into a big house. Ugh, I don't know. Sure. Sure. I definitely thought about the accumulation space thing and promptly forgot I was going to be looking for it. It's fine. It is totally fine. Yeah, this looks like a standard, stupid Draft 10 game. Lots of resources, lots of food. I mean, to that end, I like having Fur Cutter and Pet Lover on my team. I'm getting a little worried about Sealing. The miners here don't help. Bog is rated 262, Random Guy's rated 254, and Sivier's rated a cool 703. So we get to wonder why we're seeing Beer Table and Apiary come back. We could also not wonder and just like go ha ha ha, whatever, funny game. Stable Sergeant is usually really good. Like, really good. I don't know if I want it here compared to Godmother. I have enough early Ox. I'll take Stable Sergeant. I mean, hopefully I have breeding pairs already, but if I don't, then it's really good. Something tea time apiary. Wool grower's probably okay enough here. Then I guess I just take changeover? Or do I take trout pool? There was a herring pot, a joiner of the sea. Probably not trout pool, even though I might have 2 extra clay, depending on when I play clay pit owner. What's with clay pit owner's face? Like, very excited, and the art of the hat or cap looks weird with the face. Anyway. Sure. I don't think I'll play it, but just in case, it might be what I need. Alright, I know I've been ignoring chat. Not sheep round 1. I think the other opening move is Clay Pit Owner. Not playing an Ock is an interesting move when I have a 4 Ock miner. That is for sure. But I'm not ultra convinced I'm playing Apiary. And I can just, like, slightly more casually play my cards. Maybe I still should have played Clay Pit Owner. Yeah. But I'm going more in room parts here. Alright, what's going on? To start the stream, Hilbray subbed at tier 1 for 22 months. Thanks so much, Hilbray. That's incredible. Got a soon from Maddie. Hello. To DVLOT, 80 a month. Econ Sean should sign up for Space Base. Yes, I will kick your butt. Hello, Washed Up Players. It's Zach. Hello, Mighty. Random NPC. Heroic Logic. Trey. Alex. Nova. Alright, yeah, no day labor punish or something like that. Fur cutter, yeah, I don't know. Yo, thanks Thumb for the prime in the 2 months, really appreciate it. I get to stay start, sweet. Pet Lover, my favorite, yes. But Washed Up, that first pack of Ox was like good across the board. Sivir is going to start for Reedstone, so I can still play Clay Pit Owner before Bog inevitably plays a 1 Clay Miner. Oh wait, Sivir didn't start, which means I can take Reedstone again. Yeah, sure, I'll Reedstone and hope I get Clay Pit Owner second action. So, that pack had Pioneer, Wolf, Excavator that got taken. None of which are surprising. I took Pet Lover and Clay Pit Owner, like, they're all good. Wonder if Civ Ox here does. Well, I have the best Childless in history. No, it's just Pioneer. That's a very reasonable pick for 4th seat Pavier. So Wolf and whatever, Excavator, so Wolf is here. Hey, that's not a Clay Pit Owner card. That's a good thing, by the way. Random does build Fireplace here. It's just way too sensible. Civ having Pioneer makes a lot of sense for not starting. Dodge Tree Guard. So far, Econ Sean, so far. Though you'd imagine someone would take 3 wood a little more aggressively if they had a Tree Guard. Bog getting the early syrup tap down, you do expect the 3 wood. It doesn't work when Fur Cutter hits, or Tree Cutter rather. Bog taking Reedstone when they have a wood, clay, stone food. And they still take Reedstone food. I imagine they're going to day labor second. That's still weird, though. Starting Syrup Tap there doesn't super fit, but I guess it doesn't hurt them too much either. Late Sheep. Animal Reeve. Best Stable Sergeant game trade picks of my life. Oh my god. I am going to play Clay Pit Owner here. I think it's probably good enough for the rest of the game, despite missing the fireplace. And 3 wood is not as important right now. I'm a little off and awkward on playing Drudgery Reeve and like getting 2 read to double build. Random Guy does have room parts already. Tempo on that would be a main reason to go for 3 wood. Four clay is fine. Build is my backup plan. Calculated Animal Reeve, yeah. No weighing. Oh, we have a Carpenter's Hammer. Wee woo! Carpenter's Hammer alert. Now what dangerous crap did I, pass? Alright, well, I think I get a 4 food move if I build. So that's what I'll do. I don't really feel like playing Pet Lover and using it here. It may end up being my best move. Would Sivir take sheepstone food? Am I right to be concerned about that? Let's call that a valid concern. And I want to slightly urge Troutpool to get played. And or, like, did I see Herring Pot? I don't remember anymore. This is kind of a waiting move. Obviously Reedstone's good. But second action here, I can Ock or start, among other things. Random Guy taking 4 wood means that they are probably not building second action. Spending resources for guilds is a revised thing, Thumb. Sivir probably is happy building here. Pioneer likes to be ready to like build and reno, or grow and reno. Like if you can Pioneer or Outrider for the stage 2 stuff, that's really good. I'm thinking of an extended park. Because that is my line if I start and Bog takes 3 wood. Does this make enough sense? I'm not sure this makes enough sense, to be quite honest. Ours Joe, thanks so much for the tier 1. That number is not real. Thank you. I probably don't have enough food to park. What am I doing with my life? Bog not building is wild, I agree. Honestly, me parking is kind of wild. Pet lover? I'm playing pet lover here. Wreck carp? Oh, pastor. Yeah, I forgot about pastor. Should I be remembering pastor? Eh. Two food pastor when you could have built a hearth? Could have played fur cutter. No. God, I'm like turbo dying if nobody plays clay cost stuff. Sivir taking hearth here would be huge for me. But that is not the hearth. It's also not super surprising. Sivir's probably well aware of how good hearth is for me. Okay. I have 4 actions to feed. Bless. Would I have a way bucket down in an ideal world? Yes. Let's see if this works. Pastor is like a trap, and then you put it in this format, and you need a different word for it, which is more intense than trap. Trappe. Alright, random guy taking 3 sheep first action is what I was hoping would happen when Sivir hypothetically built a hearth. So, this is excellent news. I didn't do a ton of thinking taking that 6 clay, but I do need clay for cooking animals. The fact that I can get 6 food in a single action that nobody else wants, theoretically, is pretty good. I'm okay if you build Hearth here, but you're probably building well, and then realizing it would cost you your 10th wood. Gonna just build Hearth. Or BMW. BMW is not completely ultra insane. Because double building is kind of insane. Alright, I need to Hearth first move. If I don't get that, then it's gonna be just Pet Love or Bottom Feed. Sivir setting up to Reno well. Did Bog forget what they're doing? I don't think so. They don't need to build this action, it doesn't help them. Oh wait, did they get start build? Yeah, they were allowed to start build and then just didn't. That is odd. I completely agree. I was too focused on my needed actions, and random guy doesn't start. Cause grew. Duh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. If you ignore what I say at some points, you'll be fine, because I'm clearly not 100% right now. The 3 stone's great. And I could hold out for, like, Clay Oven, but I'm not going to trust what happens on Major Minor right now. They are double building, okay. Sivir can't Pioneer Reno. because of paying clay for chicken coop. I would get clay pit owner regardless. Alright, and now you have the 2 last moves. To Fur Cutter, Pet Love, then I get to open 6 wood. I am going to be a little slow on the second grow here. But I have a lot more stuff set up now. Yeah, Fur Cutter giving a food is pretty tight. Saves a grain this time. We are doing some pet loving. Under modest protest. We love to pet pets. Kind of. If I had more food, I could try to sneak in a reed here to make reedstone give me room parts, but that's just a little too much to worry about. Not pigs. Potato Ridger. Feel like Civ is probably gonna go Veg Reed Food second action. Alright, where are people's clay cost things? You gotta play your clay cost things. It's mandatory. They're not listening. It's very sad. I read Savior like a book. Not that it really matters. But this would give up the well to me. It's gonna be wood food just to spite me. I'm sure that's his only motivation. I definitely was thinking about taking 2 sheep. 2 sheep, 2 wood is a good action, and it makes Pet Lover easier next round, but if I don't have to take the 2 sheep, that's even better, I guess. Take a major that doesn't cost clay. That's a dub. Is Clay Pit Owner better than Sharky in Revised? What a fascinating question. I'll give that a solid maybe. Drudgery Reeve is down to 2 wood reward now that I've waited so long. But I think waiting so long is not the biggest deal. Feel it's very surprising that Clay Pit isn't performing. All I've heard the last 2 weeks from, I feel like, everyone is that, oh, Clay Pit Owner's amazing, Clay Pit Owner does great, it overperforms. I play it in a draft with enough clay cost miners. I missed the first proc, but I'm going to argue that's not a huge deal. And we're ending round 8, and it has 1 proc, 2 if I played it round 1. Rare Clay Pit L. See if you're saying in chat, this really has not broken well for me. That is a big reason I considered parking, to be quite honest. Wondering why I didn't reno the well? The idea is that I'll have a big enough house to where I can still just build in wood. You said on your own stream people should be wary. I didn't hear that part. There's still time for it to get to 7 or 8? True. I'll trust for now. Planning on taking a Reedstone and a start player throwing axe and a pet lover. Something like that. Wait, no, not exactly like that. Because I'm definitely not getting start player. Why did I think I would get start player? No, this is probably Reedstone build pet lover. Assuming I get one of the read actions, which is maybe assuming too much. Oh, man. As mini pasture makes its way around. I don't know why I don't have I can't on my emotes. Well, if auto mod doesn't catch it, I'll be somewhat, kind, if it's a good enough line. Random guy doesn't allow the start, not surprising at all. Well, Bog does need a, no, Bog can feed on BMW, what am I saying? Pigwood food! Savior public enemy number 1. Six clay looks kinda good. I don't know what Sivir's doing. I'm not gonna get intimidated. I have Clay Oven out. I would be more than a little surprised by Sivir doing a whole move to take sheep, given I have other options. And so does Sivir. We're getting closer to everyone being able to play clay improvements. They exist. A little weird Sivir took a wood on Pioneer given the pottery buy. Alright, I'll give up that second fur cutter wood to guarantee I get Pet Lover here. I will accept that. Not ideal, but it's fine. I can build into start. It is a little sad I haven't started plowing yet. I'm aware my game has some mileage to cover still. Bog the Club saying they're irrationally jealous of my Pet Lover. Telling them in chat I hate it. Sivir with a pretty expected 4 clay here. I could build a stable. That just makes me feel more jealous. Oh, man. Was it right to build on the top? I'm claiming it doesn't matter, given I have Plowmaker. But I guess technically you could argue for building down being slightly more correct. Do I think Pet Lover will be above Childless this season? No. Fascinating question. I don't think Childless gets worse. Based on names they get synergistic? Sure. Did Pet Lover get that much better? That I'm also not sure about. Because even though everyone can probably build big houses easier this season... God, am I eating this food for a resource? No. I am sad hungry. It is cow. Sivir is likely to pioneer on it. You know what card I think is really good in this format is Animal Tamer's Apprentice. I want that thing all the time. Average Animal Tamer's Apprentice in this format goes insane. Catchy in a turn-based game against you will have a 9-boar, 6-cow Animal Tamer's Apprentice. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Well, not really. That's not the average outcome at all. But it is capable of some sauce. Sivir's apparently jealous of the games that went well enough to build 2 rooms. Is Sivir about to be the hero of all time? Gary, I just think everyone has empty rooms all the frickin' time. That's all. So why not get free animals for having your empty rooms that you're gonna have anyway? It is Plowmaker time. If Sivir comes in with some grow thing that I'm not bothered to think about, I'm okay with that. Last action Pet Lover looks really good on I Don't Even Care. We don't have time for Throwing Axe, I don't think, which is pretty sad. Can people start playing clay things, please? Unsurprising cow move. Four food and a wood. Three stone. I wonder what I grow with next round. Do I ever get plow when I play apiary on grow? No. I have this Reno materials. Kind of makes 3 stone look pretty good, but I think I probably should do my feeding first. Yeah, that sounds like the better idea. Let's get fed. And then we can think about stone piles later and or never. And it'll be okay. Sivir pushing Pioneer a bit too hard with his little actions. I don't know if it's too hard. Can Sivir beat the other two? If I'm slowed down enough? by still taking an animal, a food, and a resource? Maybe. I own clay pits. Let's go. My default thinking these days against good players is that I should be a little more trying to imagine why their move is good rather than just discounting it. Because my first instinct is definitely, you know, this is pushing too hard. I agree. The mini pasture did come back. The problem is I want to play like 5 miners. And I'm not going to be able to. I feel like the biggest reason, or the best reason for taking cops for Sivir is that it encourages Bog to take forest. So that was a little confusing. I think Sivir is like plowing here, if not setting up 6 wood. 4 stone and 2 pigs are also there. This feels like a plow to me. The board's so good. Maybe I should have kept the pig if I was going to weigh bucket into cow stable. Wow, this is for Grove? Really? Alright, I think I never in a million years get plow if I play apiary here. And like, I would love to play apiary. The mini pasture could have been 3 clay miners. It could have been. Maybe playing early mini pasture was really bad for clay pit owner. All right. I like where this is going. This is going good places for Team Lumen. I think. Do I bother faking field fences in any way? I guess I just take some nonsense plow location. I agree, Zizak. Having Stable Sergeant here is amazing. That is not start player. It is also still hungry. Interesting question. Do I way bucket the stable inside or outside? And I think the answer might be outside. No, it's not. It would be that in for reasons such as making Stable Sergeant playable earlier, but Stable Sergeant is how I get like 1 billion Animal Reef points, so never mind. This stage has been good. Aww. Uh-oh, battery. I mean, this move seems okay. We need urgent, KLJ. We need urgent. Get with the program. We always start in round 11 for urgent. And we're barely able to tolerate the other option. I'm thinking about, what was I thinking about? I forgot what I was thinking about. That's hilarious. Oh, value assets. Value assets is what I was thinking about. Besides praying for urgent. Random guy's food, don't look now, but it's not the best. I guess I'm supposed to value assets a read to be ready to, like, start reno materials. Why would I need to do that? Well, I might really want to do that in round 13, and this is my last chance to value asset. So there you go. That's an answer. It's also an answer I'm happy with. God, being on 3 sheep, having Game Trade and Stable Sergeant in my hand is insane. That means I need to, like, have capacity for 3 pairs at the end of this stage. It means I need to get fencing very soon. Well, way bucket into that pasture means I can fence 13 and be there. And I'm not far from fencing 13. How did I get plow? I mean, swing plow's part of the reason. Also, the last 3 farmlands of the game are spoken for. Which also means they are very interruptible, depending on how much chaos should or needs to be injected. Hey, we get urgent. I am the best. Big field. Okay, so this goes urgent farmland. I mean, I have good enough cards to just keep starting. Two sheep. Yeah. This game trade is the hugest game trade in the history of game trades. Though the way bucket has been pretty trash, and maybe I should have seen that coming earlier. I am a clay away from renoing with reno materials and buying clay oven on major, or I'm 3 clay away from renoing clay oven. I think I'm supposed to pet love a pig here. And eat the pig. Now that definitely looks weird, I will freely admit. But getting mini pasture fences in right now would be very good. Also, making the pigs here, I feel like get close to forcing Sivir into starting for 2 pigs. Which gives me a good action. If that all happens. Now there is a big risk of bog renoing or fencing here, or random guy fencing here. Both of those would be annoying. But if I play mini pasture next move, I can fence first action if Sivir's starting, even though I want my action to be cow. Huh. Well, I can still first action cow and try to second action fence. Things are getting a little sketchy. But having Stable Sergeant in game trade certainly makes the Animal Reeve a ton easier to hit. Even if I don't hit these cards in the optimal order, I think I'm gonna be okay. This is a first or last situation for Sivir. Does he know it? Maybe. He could know it and still justifiably take 6 clay here, having pottery. Also, Sivir's a threat to Ren Fence. Just gonna try to remember that. If fencing is taken, I still have Clay Oven as a move. Animal Reeve is 2 game warping. I mean, it is 5 points, but there are other 5-point Ox in the set that don't give points to other players. I mean, if you don't like the king-making potential of it, that's kind of reasonable, but other than that, I don't know if it's a big enough deal. We did not see Animal Reeve. Do I need to take 1 cow first action? I think I agree it's a better endgame surprise. But as with all 4 Wood Ox, sometimes the wood move is too good at the time. I don't think there's anything besides Veggie or Ock here. I think I get cow and defense into my animal moves. I really do want to plow next round, and I need to be going first or second to get one, I think. We'll see how that goes. Bog could take a 3.2 food move, but plow is 5 points. Classic first action of round 13. I don't actually think it matters. Could matter, but I think I need the food too badly. Also, I forgot I was getting a fur cutter wood. This is my first time playing Fur Cutter. I definitely didn't realize it was up to 8 wood given to me already. That is a lot. Yeah, I do need more aggressive growth to get it into the teens. Random guy is taking single field here. I mean, I just get to keep being a start machine. Unless I'm worried about bog fencing too much. Actually, I totally am. That is totally a true statement that came out of my mouth. I would love to start. But I can also play game trade on Reno. Bog not starting, we love it. They can't have field fences. They're aligned for it, but they first picked swing plow, and I was not in the business of passing field fences today, it turns out. Big surprise, I know. Random guy declining to grow because party organizer might be critical for their food. Well, Reno is open. I can actually Reno play oven. Ock, oven, Reno, something like that. That seems pretty fun. 8th move grow for Civ is good. It's like having food is important or something. Too early to think about Drudgery Reeve. I'm aware that we're down to 2 actions in round 13, and yet it is too early. Also, I'm like not ultra worried about Renoing to stone, but it looks like it might be there. Especially if I value assets a read, Force Stone might be available. Random guy taking grain, but veg was blocked. I wonder if they now don't take a No, they probably open farmland. I hope they don't. That one plow was insane. I'm not going to apiary onto the fields again, unfortunately. If I had changeover, I'd be able to. This is going to be the most hyped game trade of all time. I feel so smart. Like in the I don't totally deserve the credit for it kind of way. Looks like we have got Sivir in a bit of a tank situation here. Reedstone would make sense. 4 clay is the move, though. Reno fence looks somewhat likely over there. My equity, I don't want to guess. Sorry. It doesn't look like other people have a lot of points, I will say that. Spoken like a true burnt-out startup engineer. You think I'm doing that well? You think I'm doing burnt-out startup engineer level of well here? I'll take that. Cultivation's only 1 point better than farmland for me. We'd be ecstatic to get either one. It does look like Cultivation's only 3 for Sivir, Urgent's only 3. I guess Sivir would rather take the one that hurts me. And Bug could have enough feeding trouble to where Sivir could wheel Urgent. So I will expect to not get a plow action first move. If that's the case, I think I want to be ready to take 4 stone. Which also involves... Whee! Also involves... buying a read on value assets. Civ is still wondering why I ditched the pig. Yeah, until now. Most startups promise hidden points, yeah. True that. Alright, so I did get all this done. Downside is I didn't give myself time to plow. Whatever. Gotta be happy with my current situation here. 10 points ahead of Sivir. We're both owed the same amount of Animal Reeve points. And breeding points. Oh, Sivir gets a veggie from Pavior. No, Sivir's definitely cultivating. I am not completely fed if I want to fully Animal Reeve, which means I'm inclined to look into baking or more animals. That's fine. I can't eat a cow. You think I get a plow here? You think random guy's not taking a 4-point farmland action and Sivier's not going to take a 4-point cultivation action? That opens up a 6 food action. I think I'm not getting a plow, but we'll see who's right. We won't have to wait too long. Teal's 100% taking a 7-point cow action, you say, as they eat a cow. Look, when you're hungry, you're hungry. And by that I mean when you're hungry, you don't get to do anything. We've been there. We've all been there, right, chat? On my stream where I show everyone what it's like to not have enough food to do what you want. We're all familiar enough with that situation, right? I totally had those streams just to showcase what it's like so that when we get onto the other side of it, you can also see it. Pet lovers don't need to eat their animals. Totally true. I've eaten 0 animals this game. Feeding is too game warping? Yeah, that's the truth. Feeding is too game warping. Ban feeding. You still think they open cow? We will see. I mean, it's still a very good cow action as a pair. That's true. Would it have been better to bake more grain when I got clay oven? I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right. Probably should have baked 3. Or 2 in the hearth. I did not even consider it at the time. It's alright. I wouldn't get punished for that. I'll survive. Trust. Sivier, I think, is getting turbo lag. Nobody even pressed kick, so that's good. I do need one more stable to hold a boar, actually. Thank you, everyone who kept quiet about that, so I could figure that out on my own. Means, coincidentally, this this read buy is maybe not the brightest. I probably shouldn't have bought that read. No, I definitely shouldn't have bought that read. I had planned to first action 4 stone, but now I realize I need to first action sheep or cow. Civ indeed confirming over chat. Connection issue. The phone icon went on. You hate to see it. Alright. I am getting a plow. I was wrong. Ronnie and Zizak and probably others that I didn't see or whatever were correct. It does feel nice to have 42 points going into round 14. God, do I need to first action the sheep? It's a 5-point plow action and a 3-point for food. 3 points, so that's basically, let's call it 4-point sheep action that I have an outside chance of getting back, and the plow I'm 1,000,000% never getting back. In a way, if I miss the sheep, this is also a 2-food move. Because I can then eat a pig, pay 1 for the plows. The math checks out, trust me. Random guy can fence. So Bog takes care of that obligation right now. Saying possibly paranoid in chat. That is the correct level of paranoid when you're playing Agricola. Be possibly paranoid. Sivir going for Stone Oven, it looks like, over the... Oh, possibly both. Stone Oven and Reno Fence. Clay Pit Owner. Sweet. Well, getting these sheep is amazing. I will not do Constable Protection. I should totally do Constable Protection. What am I doing? Who's playing Constable? Civ is not gonna build a single stable and play Constable. That is never happening. I should just do it anyway. Note to future self. In case I have trouble reading later and need to rely on memory, Way Bucket needs to be paid before Fur Cutter pays out. How much of Agricola is driven by taking your opponents by surprise with cards? It can be pretty important, I think. I don't think it's 100%. But yeah, I don't actually know the number. Random guy taking the stone, making my reed purchase look rightfully terrible. Right, exactly, Dr. Bois, exactly. There's the Ren fence that was sneakily existing. Sivir can't Reno on the other space. It is only a 2-point move. So... Constable moment? No, Hoof Caregiver. That's a funny grain move. Blocks a more important space than grain. Sobek is still available, which is a point and some food. Which is the same as Pig Market. They both feed me. So is more points for other players. Alright, so we don't end up using apiary here. I can save the sheep. If I thought I would get pig next action, then I would only bake one. That just doesn't seem likely. What am I doing for points? Am I turbo point capped? I think the answer is I'm turbo point capped and should bake one because one of my actions is going to be food. That's kind of funny. That's why you always win with Sugar Baker, Brindlin. Opponents don't know how to counterplay it because they've never seen it. Big time truth teller coming into chat. Brindlin just laying it down. Random guy will Reno on Major Minor, allowing Civ to Reno Fence. Oh, I guess Joinery Point. Yeah. Why wouldn't you block Reno Fence, though? Because it doesn't matter? Sivir has better than that anyway. How is Oxcode better than Reno fencing? I'm very confused. Oh, and I found points. I found points. It sends a message. It sure does. Alright. Looks like I will get a nice win here. Sivir missed a 2-point Ren Fence, I think. Though I don't know the food situation. Not winning, so they want to reveal their combo. Maybe. I don't know, having Oxcode is... I don't know, I wouldn't bother with Chain Float. Especially in, like, round 5, but that's because I hate Chain Float. Just like I hate Pet Lover, but clearly Pet Lover is the entire reason I won this game. Pioneer gives a read before going on the ground space. So it works on Ren Fence, but not Reno Major. So you want to be ready for that kind of tactic. Superior play has to be main reason, probably. Alright, well, I don't think I'm punished for my buy a read decision as... I just eat a point of grain that I was going to eat anyway, it looks like. Thanks, Rainier. Well, we barely had enough synergy and breaks. Gosh, like, I did this very questionable park in rounds 4 and 5, and it worked. That's not supposed to work. That's bad Agricola. This garbage is not supposed to work. I took start player way too many times. Stupid Pet Lover Fur Cutter. I just took room parts and parked. Draft 10 is garbage, and the better my win streak gets, the more entitled I feel to say it. Pet lover stats don't lie. This freaking card, man. I still don't think I understand it. Oh, man. Noob Strat Agricola is, like, too strong. Clay Pit owner gave me just in time for Reno and Clay Oven. That's true. That is true. No, I mean, that's also true, Alex. I just feel a lot more entitled to do it when the draft format is what it is. Pioneer would have crushed with first grow. See, that's what I was fearing. And it looks like I made a good read on that. It's like... I think it would have been hard to achieve a similar result in draft 8. Or achieve a similar, like, logic and outcome and stuff. Win by 7? Civ is the person in front of me, so they are counterclockwise to me. Yeah, thanks, Heroic Logic. So, on my right, you could say. Yeah, my ELO's back over 500. Have actions. God, some of these cards are just like... What are you? Like, you look at the stuff gained here and you're like, Lumen, why the F do you not like this card? I mean, the animals gained is definitely not true. But I do suppose the grain and the food are just that good. I guess retail dealer's fine, and it gives you, like, half the grain and a fifth of the food. Alright. It's a mini collector. The animal side of this is a total frickin' lie. Feeding engine? No. Yeah, you need actions. Right, those are animals injected. I guess collector kinda does that too. Is it really mini collector? I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. You know what I do like is Stable Sergeant. Stable Sergeant game trade MVP. Alright, we need to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Draft 10's so dumb. Draft 10 is the worst. Seed Servant is really sad to have not played. Yeah, Savior just didn't get breaks at all. Yeah, I was wondering. That's what I actually came into the draft to see first, is how I got Stable Sergeant so late and which pick Animal Reeve was. Animal Reeve being second makes it even crazier that I got Stable Sergeant 6th. Stable Sergeant Apiary 6th. It's insane. Savior picking Overachiever. Didn't know about Animal Reeve. But random guy taking Roof Baluster. Bog picking Thresher. No, you can't do that if you know Animal Reeve's in the game and you see a Stable Sergeant. Stable Sergeant's just incredible in that situation. Honestly, same story with Game Trade. Like, these two cards go up value so much when... I mean, together, that was ridiculous. I went from 3 sheep to breeding all types in 2 moves in round 13. Yeah, Animal Reeve, you just gotta be aware of that kind of thing. Random guy did have the big house combo, yeah, Rainier. We want to look at everyone's draft apparently. Chat wants to look at everyone's draft. Okay, this was the first pack of Bog, right behind me. Swing Plow. Honestly, I'd probably take Carpenter's Hammer. You see 3 plow, like, reasonable plow helpers. You don't need to take one first in this format. And honestly, you could first pick an Old Miser and I wouldn't blame you. But I'm definitely taking Animal Reeve or Old Miser with a Carpenter's Hammer here. And then my packs. The Excavator's a trap. Be extra sad about the Swing Plow. I mean, you passed Animal Reeve. I think the pick is Wolf. And, I mean, I like Pole Barns a lot. But I guess Syrup Tap is passable. Or okay. And then if you have Wolf, you can think about Beer Table. Yeah. Alright, well. Thresher and not Beer Table is a little wild. Thresher with Swing Plow in the first place is a little wild. Taking Grain Bag when you have Thresher is a little wild. This is a little discombobulated. Alright. Child Ombudsman, Wood Carrier, Carpenter's Axe, Oxgoad. I mean, this is Child Ombudsman, Oxgoad make the table sad. Are there veggies here to think about potato ridging? I don't hate Carpenter's Axe here, but I think Oxgoad is better. There are other ways to build stables in this set, but taking this in case you hit something stably is good. This is a very clear Old Miser to me. Especially if you have Oxgoad first pick. You can know Animal Reeve is in the game and just bomb the cows. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Wait, where was Grain Bag? I just realized Grain Bag is a cool Seed Servant combo card. I just wasn't ready for it. I knew that too, but I wasn't thinking about the combo at all. Yeah, there are so many decent plows this draft. You just don't need to take a plow so aggressively these days. The switch. I mean, I kind of get the Roof Baluster pick, but also... This is so good. Half-timbered house is also very reasonable. Large greenhouse? That is a strange pick. There is a lot of apiary disrespect, that's for sure. Alright. I completely agree with Pave your Wood Slide Hammer. You're happy to get Fur Cutter or Overachiever or Stable Sergeant or Godmother or Thresher or Roof Baluster back. It's a lot of crap to remember. But like Half Timbered and Reed Pond are also good. Apiary, obviously. Wood Carrier is great. Ox Goad, I agree with. Civ ended up getting Potato Ridger anyway. Good Seed Servant pick. Was Sivir in the wrong seat position to see all the other plows? Is that possible? Yeah, I don't know if I like Chain Float here, but a D draft is okay. I mean, you don't really care about the other stuff. Like, literal terrible pick. Probably doesn't do anything. You could take Potter's Market, but if you're picking Seed Servant, then no. Maybe this is supposed to be Old Miser Potter's Market. That looks fun. I mean, I can't say Seed Servant is bad on Big Family, though, because it's definitely not. Also, if he remembers Grain Bag, that could be a good reason. Pioneer over Clay Pit Owner. I mean, you have a Wood Slide Hammer, you don't really need the clay. Great, 5th picks. I mean, a lot of stuff in the draft went well for Sivir. A couple things didn't. Like, the position to see plows was a little awkward. Yeah, peon. And, like, being in 4th when I was starting more aggressively than usual. Not great either. Also, being laggy is pretty distracting. Civ still managed to get 2nd out of all that. Okay, I have some calls this afternoon, so I can't stay. But it was a fun game. Thanks all for being here. Really appreciate it. Looks like I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah. Our friends at Losapalooza are playing some Planet Unknown on BGA, so we'll raid them. So yeah, thanks again everyone for watching. Thanks to Average Joe, Thom, and Hilbray for the resubs today. That was really cool. Thanks to everyone who resubbed and gifted last week as well. I didn't really have much time to thank y'all. So I'll be back tomorrow with another Agricola stream. Hope to see you then or at a future date.